Hey guys, it's about beer 30. Let's take a walk into the kitchen and see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer, I have some good news for you guys. Uh, I've been drinking Sixpoint beers for several years now. I even know the rep that comes around here, Adrian. Haven't seen him in a while, but every time he comes to town, he calls me. We try to hook up and have a few beers together. Uh, the fuss I had about them, they were doing, and I was thinking originally they had a canned-on date. But over the last several years, I had noticed they had gone to a Best Buy date. And I was very critical of that because I didn't know what the shelf life they were giving those beers. Well, the news I got, Sixpoint just sent me one of everything that they make, just about six different cans. And they sent me this new media kit, 2017. They have revamped everything, guys. They have changed the recipes of the beers. They have got a canned-on date and a Best Buy date, both on there. And they've put the glassware. They've given us a lot more information on the can, type of glass, the style of beer that it is, and even on the cartons, when these beers are in their little 4-pack carton, there's a hole in the bottom of it where you can turn it up and see the canned-on date while all 4 beers are still in the carton. Wow, that's excellent. That's awesome. I am glad that, and they sent me this telling me all the changes they have done. So I want to give a great big 2 thumbs up to Sixpoint, and especially the founder of Sixpoint, Shane Welch. Excellent job, sir. That you've evidently heard what we've all been saying. We want the canned-on date on it, and if you want to put the Best Buy date or Enjoy By date on it, that's fine too. But tell us when it was put in the can, and let us make that decision. And they've heard us, guys. So we're going to start off with the Sweet Action, which is a blonde ale. When I went before I fired the camera up, I went to Beer Advocate Rate Beer and untapped to line up the information that I need to tell y'all guys at the end of the review. And they still have the old beer listed, and it's listed as a cream ale. I'm not sure. This is more like going to be more like a blonde ale than a cream ale. And all of these sites still have it listed at 5.2%. Well, the new offering is 5%. And let me just read to you what it says here. I'm not going to read anything off of these 3 sites because that information is incorrect now, guys. Sweet Action is an easy drinking formulation that epitomizes the lower ABV, highly juicy and flavor-forward ales we originally cranked out of our garage back in 2004. It's unfiltered and aromatic, with lower bitterness and crazy repeatability. Nothing sweet about it. What's changed? We updated the hop profile. It now features Huell melon hops that have a distinct aroma all of their own. There's also less sweet caramel malt to let those hops pop. It's now part blonde ale, part wheat beer, and part juicy pale ale. No mention of cream ale in this new description here, guys. So, just wanted to go over that with you. Like I said, I'm going to be doing, they sent me 6 other beers, and from what I'm seeing and reading, they've changed something on every one of them. So we're going to re-review it. We're going to do a 2017 edition of the new Sixpoint beers. It says, please keep refrigerated. On the front of the can it says 5.0 alcohol by volume, 40 IBUs. It's even got the SRM. It says everything you've heard about this beer is true. We'd love to tell you more, but the can is no place for that story. Gives you their phone number to tell for more details. Even juicier than the rumors. So, and some of their beers, like I said, even have a picture of the glassware they want you to use or they think you should use. So, I'm excited about this, guys. I am. This one actually has canned May 12th of 2017 and Best by November 8th of 2017. So, May, June, July, August, September, October. They're giving it a 6-month shelf life. That's what's so critical to me. I don't want this beer when it's 6 months old. That's just my opinion, guys. I want to taste this beer since they've changed the hop profile up. Maybe a little more hoppier than it was originally. I want this beer fresh. I want it within the first 3 months. And like I said, there's probably nothing in here other than the hops that may fade. But I want it fresh. I wanted it within the first 3 months of this package. I'm sorry, that's just me. So, having that canned on date and then the Best By, which is telling us straight up, they're giving it a 6-month. I would think that's a little excessive, a little long, but yeah, they're trying to sell beer, guys. As long as they put the canned on date on there, I don't care what they put as the Best By date. We can make that decision ourselves. So, let's get on with it. Like I said, I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. So, without further ado, we're going to pop the top. And this looks like a 16-ounce can, but it's skinny. It's 12 ounce, and it's a skinnier can, guys. It looks taller, but it's a skinny can. All right, let's get this thing into the glass. I don't have a food pairing. It says here, glass for the pint, Beckernonic mug, Stein Seidel. I'm using my favorite glass, the tulip glass, the Saab beer glass. And it says here, not recommended for ceilings. And that's fairly well carbonated with that aggressive pour. So, nice and fresh. I mean, canned on May the 12th, and today is the 2nd of June. So, barely over 2 weeks old. So, and I looked at all the cans, and they all were done in May. So, they're doing all that. They're big enough now where they can produce all the beers they're doing within the same month. It ain't like they're doing this beer this week, and next week they'll do another beer. They've done all of them in the month of May. So, evidently they've got a pretty good operation going on there. But I'm just so happy that they're put the canned on date on it. And even in the 4-pack, you can turn it up and it's got a hole where you can see it. Awesome job. Excellent. Packaging has changed. Recipes have changed. Everything's a little bit different with these guys. I hope it's for the best. I know the dating is for sure. Alright, over to the light, guys. It looks pretty clear. It doesn't look like an unfiltered beer. I don't think it says it's unfiltered on here. No, it does not say that. Some of the beers are. Nice, rich amber color. Let's get a nose to it. I am smelling some nice hops. A little bit of grapefruit. Maybe a little bit of mango. Not a huge pine presence. But I am getting grapefruit. Maybe some orange rind or lemon zest. It does smell nice. Let's dive in. I'm thirsty. It's right warm out there, and the sun's coming through the window, making me sweat like a bad pig. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, everybody up at Sixpoint. I think you're doing a great move in the right direction. Cheers. Very pleasant, very easy drinking, very crisp, very light. Borderline lawnmower beer is right at 5%. Anything less than 5% I consider lawnmower. You could still say this is in that same category. You could come in and have one, maybe 2 of these, and go back to doing what you were doing outside, working in the yard, whatever. It is very tasty. So I don't know if I'm one of the first guys that's going to be reviewing this new, improved versions of their beer or not, but none of the sites have this new style listed, or a 2017 version, if you will. And I don't know exactly. Looks like all of them were brewed last month, so maybe the beginning of May is when they were going to implement this and all their beer formulas changed and all that. I'm not sure. Very light, very crisp. It is definitely different than the original cream ale that was called this. This is definitely more of a blonde ale. This is a great summertime beer, being a low percenter, very light, very crisp, no alcohol taste whatsoever. Nice slicings on the glass from that super head that I poured on it. Very, very nice. I'm pleased with what I've got here in front of me and the direction this brewery is going in. So very, very nice. I can't wait to talk to Adrian the next time he's in town and share a beer with him and thank him for what they're doing there, whether they had any input as representatives of the company, or they listened to us and them, or who made that final call, whether it was the CEO here, Mr. Welch. But they have a great big media kit here telling you the formula updates and the packaging and everything. Very, very nice. So, well, let's sip on this for a while and see where we end up with this on this, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while. Very tasty. I would consider this a lot more beer. It's very light, very crisp, a decent hop profile for a blonde ale. Biggest thing I'm tickled to death about is they got the canned on date now. And even in the 4-pack you can see it. Got a little hole in the bottom where you can see one of the cans so you can read the date on it if you're buying it in the carton. So, excellent job. I'm very impressed. Final chug. We just got to keep up the heart, guys. And all these breweries is doing these best by, used by, enjoyed by, whatever by dates. If they want to do that, fine. Give us the canned on and bottled on date. That's what we want to see. So we'll make that decision, because some breweries do a 3-month shelf life, some 4, 5, 6, or even longer. And as in this case, it looks like they're giving it a 6-month shelf life. I don't want to have this beer when it's 6 months old. I'm sorry. I want to have it as fresh as I can get my grubby little hands on it. So, a win for us on this brewery. They evidently have heard us, and I am so glad that they are doing this, and they've revamped, it looks like, all of their beers. So we're gonna re-review all of them. If I have not had them before, it'll be the first time. If I have reviewed it, it'll be the re-review for the new 2017 editions that they're doing. So if you've had the brand new one here, they're blonde. This is called their Sweet Action. And it used to be called a cream ale, according to what Great Beer and Beer Advocate and them got on it. And I don't consider it a cream beer. It's not. It's more like a, I don't want to call it a pale ale. It's like it says here, it's a cross between a blonde wheat beer and a juicy pale ale, and it is. But it is a low ABV beer. They make bigger beers. This is a 5%er. This is a session type beer as far as I'm concerned. So if you've had the new edition, let me know what you think, guys. I did find it very tasty. I'm going to give this an A-, 92 in the scale. I do think it's an A beer, guys. Very tasty. I enjoyed it. Would I buy this beer? Probably so. If I was having company over and they were macro drinkers and wanted to introduce them to something with a little bit more taste, but not enough bitter hops or something that I would typically drink that they would find offensive or not like, this would be a great one for those guys to try. So, if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something out of the fridge. See you then.